Hello, welcome, and thanks for clicking on this video. In this, we're using CSS3 to animate our web page. Hello and welcome to this video. I'm going to be showing you how to quickly make this CSS3 animation that you're looking at right now on the screen. The code to make this is literally that right there. Really simple. So the way I learned to do this was by looking on W3schools, which is this website here, and pretty much everything I'm about to go through is explained on this page, which I'll put in the description of the video. So check that out if you'd rather sit there and just go through it yourself, or if you're sitting there with a cup of tea and you want to just listen for a few minutes, then stick around. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to delete the code, and then I'm going to recode it for myself, and I'll explain what I'm doing while I do it. Okay, so right now all I've got on screen is this red div. That red div is defined here, and the CSS settings are defined here. This keyframe here is what allows us to do the animation, and a keyframe within the context of animation is each defined part of the animation. So if you've got a 5 second animation, then 20% of the animation will be at 1 second, 40% will be at 2 seconds, 60% at 3 seconds, 80% at 4, 100% will be 5 seconds. And that's basically how keyframes work. When the animation starts, we are going to say keep the background color as red, position it 0 pixels from the top and position it 0 pixels from the left. At 25% of the animation, we want to move it into the top right. So I'm going to change the color. I'm going to set the top to 0 still, because I want it to be next to the top, but I want it to be 200 pixels from the left. Okay, so the next stage is in the bottom right. So again, we want to be 200 pixels from the left, so it's going to be about here, but we also want it to be 200 from the top, because it's going to be lower down, and I'm going to change the color to pink. 75% is underneath here, so we want it to be left 0, 200 from the top, and let's set this color to orange, and 100% of our animation is going to be back at the top. So I'm just going to use the same settings, the same properties from 0, because we want to go back to the start. Okay, if we refresh that, that'll do nothing. So the next stage is to tell our div to use this keyframe, this set of keyframes. So to do that, you use the property animation hyphen name, and then use the name that's been defined here, so anim. And then you want to use animation duration, and this is telling you the animation how long to run for. So we're going to use 5 seconds. And the last property we're going to be using is animation iteration. Let me just quickly check this on my second monitor. Iteration count. Okay. And here you can put a number of times you want you put the number of times you want the animation to run. If you want it to run indefinitely, then just write the word infinite and you'll be done there. And now if you refresh the page, it should, yes it is, it's going through the animation just like I told it to. Thanks for watching it till the end if you've gotten to this point. I really appreciate you watching the whole thing. Obviously I've just started making these videos again after about 6 years, so I'm not quite sure what to do with these videos. So if anyone has any requests for types of tutorials they want to see uploaded, then put them in a comment or something, and I can give those a go. And also, if anyone has any feedback or critique on the videos I'm making, I really appreciate to hear what you think. Anything from the way I'm formatting the videos to the way that I'm talking in the videos, or whatever. Thanks again.